Now we're gonna move to our third speaker. Our third speaker is Mr. Mohamed Jean-Philippe Sangaré. He is a virtual and augmented reality entrepreneur and promoter since 2015, also founder and CEO of the SSVAR, which is Swiss Society for Virtual and Augmented Reality, a professional network in the field of virtual, augmented, and mixed reality industries. I will leave you now with Mr. Mohamed. Thank you so much for accepting our invitation.
Do you hear us?
Yes. You hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Hello, thank you.
Thank you for accepting our invitation, and sorry for the delay.
No problem. You're welcome. Can understand. Not simple, and I want to congratulate you both and all your team for managing this. Is not simple, and especially when you are a student, you have to learn your lesson and work on a so huge project of an event like that is not simple to organize. So bravo to all the team, and yeah, I will start my presentation. My name is Mohamed Jean-Philippe Sangaré, and I'm living in Geneva, and I've created in 4 years ago an association called the SSVR, which is the Swiss Society of Virtual and Augmented Reality. And the goal of this association is to first build a network. This is important for you as students. You must understand that once you get your diploma and you're in the real life, one of the most important things you will learn is that you need to have a network. And if with the same diploma without a network, I mean the connection with different people, you won't go too far. And that's why it's important to think now with different social network, etc. You must think right now to build your network, and that's what we are doing. The network we are doing is mainly dedicated to this technology, virtual and augmented reality. But not only that, we are in connection with experts in AI, artificial intelligence, and different kind of technology. We promote also this technology at school, in companies, and also we educate and we make some training session, and we also create some application or project for companies mainly. So my talk won't be really on what the technical part. I want you at the end to have more questions about this technology than at the beginning. I'm not here as a teacher. I'm here as a friend who have a thinking about the technology and want to share with you the thinking. And it could be a nice subject of talk after my presentation. I hope so. But I can't skip the coming part because it's important to fix the term. Zakaria were very brilliant at explaining the different terms of virtual, augmented, and mixed reality. So quickly, I will again talk about the use cases, but also the current limitation, the progress, what I call the convergence, I will explain, and a question at the end, are we already living in a virtual world? So to fix the terms, we have virtual reality on the left, and in the center, the augmented reality and the mixed reality. What all of these technology are now called extended reality. It's an umbrella term for virtual, augmented, and mixed reality. The first equipment you see on at the bottom of the slide is the Oculus Quest, is for virtual reality. The second is a glass from a company. Sorry, I can't remember the name, but it's for augmented reality. But augmented reality, you could also experiment with your mobile phone. And the last one is from Microsoft. It's the HoloLens, which you can use to live some mixed reality experience. I will show you different use cases because it's important as engineers, future engineers, to understand the use of the technology. So the first one will be in VR. VR, for example, is used in very complex environment for training. For example, this power line is very difficult to work on, to train people on the power line because it's dangerous. So simulating the power line in a virtual reality environment before sending the technician on the ground is very important. So I will show you how VR is used to train technicians. So don't forget that you are in a 360-degree environment with your with your VR equipment, and everything you're seeing there is like real. So that's how you can understand the power of virtual reality in terms of training. If you have to do this in real life, it will be it's very complex and very dangerous. But doing it in virtual reality before going on the ground is very important to do. AR, a kind of use case you can have, it's, for example, you know that you have a lot of manual to read as an engineer. You need to understand the schema, etc. And with augmented reality, Zakaria and Assaf were talking about fashion, but you can also use it in this way. To understand a plan. You have your mobile phone or your tablet, and then you point your tablet or your mobile on the book, and you can have an animation of what is static in the book. So this is very powerful to learn how the things works, because in 2D in a book is not always simple to understand how the things works. But in this case, you can see that all the picture are animated, and you can then see how it's working in 3D. You see how powerful could be AR. Is not just about the filter, Snapchat or Instagram filter, but it could be also in industry. And the last is the mixed reality. I will show you a use case of collaboration. You have these glasses, and with these glasses, you can collaborate remotely, being at the same time in the same room, but virtually as hologram, and you can talk with people like this. So you can see with these three use cases how powerful could be VR, AR, and MR in different situation. The applications are numerous. You can use XR technology in education, medicine, entertainment, mode, etc., etc. There are no limit in using XR technology in the real world. Now, my favorite part, because I know as an engineer you work at you used to create machines, you used to do techniques and but I like with engineers talk about a little bit philosophy in the term of to make people think outside the box and go beyond the technology. So using virtual reality headset is it's a strange experience. If you never did it, you have to find a way to do it. When you put the VR set, you will see that you are in a different environment and a different world, and you can't make the difference between the real world and the virtual world. So the question is, will virtual reality be able to surpass the reality? So when we talk about virtual reality since the beginning, we are talking mostly about the headset, the virtual or the mobile phone, etc. But you must have in mind that from the beginning, the engineers are thinking about replacing the world, creating a new world, simulating all the world. So we don't have only eyes as a sense, we have also the taste, we have the ears, we have the touch, and we have the smell. The five senses are under research actually in the research and development teams across the world, mostly at the university. They are making some research on how to simulate all of the five senses to replace the world in the virtual reality. So you can see in the next slide what kind of equipment you can have. For example, for the smell, to simulate, you are in a forest, you have a virtual headset, virtual reality headset, and you smell the forest. Actually, it's not really nice. You don't want to put it, but it will change. So think about how people will be able to create a real sense of a forest when you are sitting in your bedroom. The 360-degree audio already exists. People who used to go to cinema and maybe the 3D or 4D cinema, they can also they know what I'm talking about. You heard the song coming from everywhere. This is the taste. You will eat, for example, cake, and you will be thinking that you are eating a meat, for example. And this is haptics, and haptics is about the touch. Because when you are in virtual reality and you are moving things around you, you don't have the feedback. It's virtual. But people are working on how to make it more real using the haptic gloves. So the limitation, actually, the limitation based on the computer embedded in the virtual reality headset or the mobile phone. So to display the 3D asset is not simple. So the calculations are very complex, and it takes a lot of power to display them. But we are going to see every kind of sense simulated in the future, and you will see that actually the glasses and the helmet are very bulky, they are very big, but it's changing. Look at this one. It's from Huawei. It's like normal glasses. The interaction with the controller will change. Actually, you use controller to manipulate the things, but more and more using haptics, the gloves, so you won't need the controller at all. Also, there are a new field of research on, they call it the brain-computer interaction or interface. It's controlling the machine with the brain. They are using it for people, disabled people in some cases, and it's coming in the market. You can control your computer with your brain, just thinking about moving the mouse, and the mouse will move. So we are going from here. Look at this, how the office changed from year to year. You see, now you are in the spatial computing world. So this means that the virtual reality is really changing the way people see the world. We are at the beginning of a very profound mutation. When you look at this, these people are not faking the omission. They really think by putting this virtual headset that they are on the top of a building and they could fall at any time. They are not faking. It's really, if you make the experience, you will see that it's the case.
So, Mohamed,
I will go to the next slide.
Okay.
And finish. So the impact, we are seeing that this technology are changing the way we see the world, and then we are going they are creating the virtual being inside the virtual reality world. They call them virtual being. I'm going fast, not because we don't have a lot of time. So the thing, what is coming, the real message is that all of this technology should be think at the same time. Artificial intelligence, virtual reality, augmented reality, all of these are going in the same direction to replace the real world. That's why we come to this. I will skip all of this. Some people think that we will be able to download our brain information into computer and then put them inside the virtual beings and then being duplicated in the virtual world forever. So the question is, are we ourselves now living in a simulation created by maybe some human from the future to see how we were living in the past, or by a certain way by some being like extraterrestrial who are making some experiment with us? Are we living in these things? So I will stop my presentation here, and if you have some question, I'm open.
Thank you so much, Mr. Mohamed, for your brilliant explanations. We will move right now to the Q&A. There is a question. The first question is, does mixed reality only need the glasses, or there are other tools?
For mixed reality, yeah, you need glasses because you have some glasses on the market, So yes, I can say to make it simple, you need glasses.
Yes. Okay, thank you. We have another question. The question is, how do you see the future of augmented reality?
Actually, if you are more familiar with what's happening on the internet, there is something they call the Gartner cycle. And augmented reality just went out from the Gartner because it's kind of, it's now a standard technology. It's in the real world, there are real application and the business is there. So I can say that it's difficult when you try to start to sell a virtual reality project in enterprise because people need these big glasses. But it's simple to explain for augmented reality the application. So you have you can work very quickly in augmented reality project now than in virtual reality project. So the augmented reality market is going to boom, is booming, is booming actually. But don't forget that the main goal is to go to the spatial computing or the XR. The mixed reality is the future of all of this because these technology are converging and they will you will have the same, for example, glasses or lens for all of this kind of display.
Thank you so much. We have another question. The question is, don't you think that virtual reality brings some serious concerns regarding mass brainwashing and controlling the mass?
Absolutely. That's why my speech with you as engineer is not to talk about the tech, it's about to push you to think about the use of the technology. It's important because we are living in a world which is in a certain way, I can say more dangerous or not, but it's important. It's a brainwash machine potentially. You can change the way people think, you can change the way people behave. It's important right now, even if I promote this technology, there are some danger we can't skip because we are very big fan of the technology. It's important to understand that it could be used as a brainwash machine, and this is one of the things I try to teach or to explain to the student.
That was the last question because we are limited with time. I'd like to thank you so much for all the valuable and interesting information you shared with us today about AR, VR, and MR, and for raising awareness. Thank you so much for celebrating with us the IEEE Day. Thank you.
You're
Thank you so
welcome.
much.
Thank you to have me, and have a good night. Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.